All right. We are back with the GSMC Wrestling Laureate Podcast, brought to you by the GSMC Sports Network. I'm your host, Eric Rodriguez, here every Monday through Friday, 8 p.m. Pacific Time, 11 p.m. Eastern Time, here to talk about everything in terms of professional wrestling. Just kind of reflect on what we talked about. We talked about my WWE Monday Night Raw review, and now we're going to talk about our WWE NXT preview. So, yeah, it's gonna be awesome. But before we get into any of that, I want to remind you guys to use that super chat to give super thanks to your favorite wrestling fan, Eric Rodriguez. Uh, thank you guys for for obviously every single, podcast you guys tune into, if it's basketball, baseball, football, we obviously appreciate each and every one of you guys. Whether if you got a burning question or a hot take in terms of professional wrestling, or if you just want to get something off your mind here at the GSMC Sports Network on this show, just let it all fly. Let it all fly. We are all ears, so to speak, and we want to make sure your voice is part of the mix. And yeah, don't be shy. It's going to be awesome. And if you really want to make sure your comment, question, gets noticed, why not use that super chat? Just hit the $ below the chat box, and it'll get featured on the show. Plus, it's a great way to support our channel. Your super chats definitely help us keep the lights on, so to speak, and bring you even more awesome wrestling content, sports content that you guys love so damn much. We're so grateful for each and every one of you guys, who joins us here daily. Your support makes all the difference. So let's keep the conversation going. Send in those super chats, those super stickers, because you guys are super awesome. And together we will make sure this show is bigger, better, and stronger than ever. And, once again, if the super chat, it's not your thing, you can still hit up the tips and donations link at the gsmcpodcast.net. Shoot me your comments, questions, and concerns. Tell me what you like, tell me what you don't like. Superman punch that like and subscribe button to the show. Follow the show, follow the network, so we can, definitely, touch base more in terms of, your favorite sports shows and stuff like that. All right, so now we're going to talk about WWE NXT. It's airing right now on the USA Network. It's obviously aired already on the East Coast. I got a couple of chats from Logan James K. Hello, hope you're doing well, man. Hope you're having a great night. From Alicia Kern. Hi, hey Eric, hey Alicia. Definitely thank you for tuning into the show. It's always good to see you guys. Tuning in and stuff like that. So so yeah, let's talk about some WWE NXT. All right, tonight on NXT, we have the family taking on the No Quarter Catch Crew. By the family, I mean, Channing Stacks Lorenzo, Luca Cristofino, and Adriana Rizzo taking on the No Quarter Catch Crew. I was born, Charlie Dempsey, and Ren Sinclair. Charlie Dempsey recently lost a match on TNA against Jonathan Grisham. That was kind of came to a shock to me. After winning the NXT Heritage Cup Championship, from the leader of the family, the Don of NXT, Tony D'Angelo. I was a little shocked. I thought he was going to have more of a, I thought he was going to have more of an impact, more of like a head of steam, some confidence, I guess. But he lost. So this is definitely a match that's been floating around NXT for quite some time. You've had, Charlie Dempsey kind of cut deals with Tony D'Angelo and the family. The family are finally putting the leader of the No Quarter Catch Crew, Charlie Dempsey, on the spot, and hopefully want to take him out once and for all. Ending this rivalry. But I don't know. My pick would probably be the No Quarter Catch Crew. But I love the family. I love Stacks. I love Cristofino, and I definitely love Adriana Rizzo. So I think it's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. Next, we have Carmen Petrovic taking on Izzy Dame. Definitely love how Izzy Dame has been, she's been kind of, on and off of NXT, but that really honestly doesn't really seem to matter, heading toward like, for her momentum for her career. Carmen Petrovic is also a young rising superstar. But whenever I see Izzy Dame inside the ring, it's hard to ignore such a talented superstar. No, and she also made her way to TNA to challenge Jordan Grace. Obviously, that didn't really turn out because Jordan Grace is a beast. She's the best. But I don't know. Overall, Izzy Dame, she has my respect. She has my respect. And Carmen Petrovic, like I said, she's still young. So I feel like WWE's taking their time with her and her bookings and her character. So I don't know. It should be interesting. It would be kind of crazy to see Petrovic kind of, go to the dark side a little bit, maybe turn heel that would be a huge shocker. A lot of people would not see that coming. But maybe she has a feud with like Natalia or Soruka or something like that. That people are like, hey, isn't this girl like the good guy here? But next we have the Fatal Influence, JC Jane and not Jasmine Nix, the other one. Oh my god, what was her name? Damn it. But we have the Fatal Influence going up against Lash Legend and Miss Jackson of Metaphor. Once again, another, the women's division inside WWE NXT is probably the best. Gotta definitely, give credit to all the, Shawn Michaels and, the general manager, Ava, and, the creative team behind NXT. But yeah, this is going to be a great match. Fatal Influence, JC Jane. I feel like she has the potential to be a champion. She could definitely be the face of NXT. But you just have so many damn great women superstar on the roster. So it's kind of hard. Obviously, Roxanne Perez is on the top. She is the WWE NXT Women's Champion. I believe they did a great job, having her hold the title, and she's been doing a great job. And then also you have Kelani Jordan winning that WWE NXT North American Women's Championship. And she's like the sweetheart of NXT. When you look at her, you just like, you can't help but to root for her. Her style inside the ring, though, the bright colored clothes she wears, it's like that, constant like good and evil story and stuff like that. But I don't know. I feel like JC Jane could definitely hold a championship. Jasmine Nix, she's great as well. And the Lash Legend and Miss Jackson, they recently did fight for the WWE Women's World Tag Team Championships and came up short. But they're talented as well. Like I don't know. It's just crazy. It's crazy to kind of bet against any superstar in the women's division on any match on NXT. But if I had to pick a winner, I think to kind of build up momentum toward this newly formed faction, WWE recently trademarked the Fatal Influence. So I think Jasmine Nix is going to pick up the victory. No, JC Jane is going to pick up the victory tonight, and move that faction moving forward. Next, we have Javon Evans, the young OG, hasn't really been seen inside. Maybe he has. I don't think I've seen him inside the ring competing. Quite often as he used to before his no before his chance at the WWE NXT World Heavyweight Championship at not Battleground. It wasn't about Heat Wave. Obviously, he was the one who got pinned. But I don't know. I haven't really a lot of promos. A lot of promos of hey, like you get to know Javon Evans, and Javon Evans is a complete badass. He said he used to get in trouble, doing the DX suck it and all that to like, kids at school. And I was like, dude, like, I remember when I went to school and that was like, the DX chop. Everybody was doing it. Everybody was quoting Stone Cold Steve Austin, relics, and also you have The Rock, and like it was the attitude there was very powerful, and it influenced everybody so much, and it helped them, kind of branch out to WWE fans that will basically be forever. Because being a wrestling fan, it's passed down from lineages, and or sometimes you stumble upon it, you're like, hey, I like it, it's cool. But 1,010%, I'm rooting for Javon Evans against Joe Kofi. Joe Kofi, ever since they made their way back to NXT, I thought I really had high hopes for them. I had high hopes for them, but turns out, not like I'm not saying that they're like jobbers. I actually do feel like Joe Kofi, he might pick up the victory tonight. Javon Evans is still, very much young. He still has a lot of opportunities ahead of him. Joe Kofi, his faction right now, they need help. They need help. So, kind of, back and forth on who's going to win, tonight. Next, we see Zachery Wentz of the Rascals confronting Wesley about what the heck happened when you saw Wesley super kick Trey Miguel, also, victimize Zachery Wentz. And it was, it was bad. I ultimately thought this new collaboration between WWE and TNA was going very, very smooth. I thought, kind of heading into their contract October 1st with the CW, I thought it would have been amazing to kind of have the Rascals bounce back and forth because, they have, they're talented, very talented. And Wesley with them looked like that he just looks so happy. the fans were enjoying it. He was enjoying it. This high flying group. I don't know. I felt like it was a huge mistake by WWE, but turning Wesley heel, kind of like not for the first time in his life, but like kind of late in his kind of his career after he came back as such a baby face. Obviously, couldn't get the job done against Obafemi. He's not allowed to challenge for the WWE NXT North American Championship. That was best bet is to challenge Ethan Page to become a champion, and that's something that he's kind of reiterated over and over again on NXT that he's willing to step up to the plate, claim what is his, and be the next be a champion. All right, and finally we have Joe Hendry having a concert. Hopefully, it does not get interrupted by Kofi or Joe Kofi or anything like that. We also have a chat from Logan James K. I want Joe Hendry to win, but I know I'm not. I think sorry, no, like I don't know why the chat box always does. I know not when. Yeah, honestly, I don't think he's gonna win either. I think more or less he's going to put up a hell of a match. It is taking place on Sunday. It's after TNA Emergence. And right now, he has a match at TNA Emergence on Friday. I know right now he's still kind of feuding with Josh Alexander, and it's been rumored that he's going to make an in-ring debut on NXT within the next month. So I don't know. I feel like he's going to get screwed. I do feel like he's going to get screwed, and Ethan Page is going to take advantage. And I think eventually he does take the title away from Ethan Page. Maybe he finds a way to get a rematch at moving forward at the next PLE right before they make that jump into the CW, because Joe Hendry is he's bigger than Ethan Page, and with a new television crowd, you're gonna have to start selling out stadiums, and it's I don't know, it's you need a guy that could just live up a crowd, and Joe Hendry is that guy 1,010%. So I'm gonna definitely love and respect Joe Hendry. I believe in Joe Hendry with all my heart. So yeah, let's go ahead and jump on to our third segment. We have NXT No Mercy predictions. So let's go ahead and jump on into that. We'll dig a little bit deeper on what I think is going to happen with Joe Hendry and Ethan Page. So yeah, don't go anywhere.